N149 is a European standard of testing and marking requirements for filtering half masks. Such masks cover the nose, mouth and chin and may have inhalation and/or exhalation valves. N149 defines three classes of such particle half masks, called FFP1, FFP2 and FFP3. Quote, and an additional marking letter D indicates that a mask has passed an optional clogging test using dolomite dust. Such mechanical filter respirators protect against the inhalation of particulates such as dust, particles, droplets, and aerosols. Almost identical tests are used in Australia, New Zealand, Korea and Brazil. Similar standards are used in the United States, China and Japan. For example, N149 FFP2 masks have similar performance requirements to N95 masks in the United States and KN95 filters of China, and N149 FFP3 masks have similar performance requirements to N99 masks in the United States. However, N149 test requirements differ somewhat from the US, Chinese, Japanese standards. N149 requires an additional paraffin oil aerosol test and it tests at a range of different flow rates and defines several associated and permissible pressure drop levels. The N149 standard defines performance requirements for three classes of particle filtering half masks: FFP1, FFP2 and FFP3. The protection provided by an FFP2 mask includes the protection provided by a mask of the lower numbered classes. A mask conforming to the standard must have its class written on it, along with the name of the standard and its year of publication, as well as any applicable option codes, e.g., N149 is to 2001 FFP1 NRD. Some manufacturers use in addition the color of the elastic band to identify the mask class. However, the N149 standard does not specify any such color coding and different manufacturers have used different color schemes. It is the least filtering mask of the three. It is mainly used as a dust mask. Dust can cause lung diseases, such as silicosis, anthracosis, siderosis and asbestosis. This mask offers protection in various areas such as the glass industry, foundry, construction, pharmaceutical industry and agriculture. It effectively stops powdered chemicals. This mask can also serve as protection against respiratory viruses such as avian influenza or severe acute respiratory syndrome associated with the coronavirus, as well as against the bacteria of pneumonic plague and tuberculosis. It is similar to the N95 mask. The FFP3 mask is the most filtering of the FFP masks. It protects against very fine particles such as asbestos and ceramic. It does not protect against gases and in particular nitrogen oxide. N149 defines laboratory tests, field tests and certain requirements to ensure the conformity of the masks. The following points are analyzed. There are some European organizations that issue an examination certificate confirming conformity and specifying the characteristics of the products. With the publication of the 2009 version of the standard, the designation of the respiratory protection mask is now particulate filtering half mask. The abbreviation NRRR is added after FFP1, FFP2, FFP3. Additional suffixes include masks manufactured before the new standard was taken into account may still have the old marking. FFP respirators are a type of personal protective equipment. Here is the notice that should appear on every mask. The marking must comply with European Union Directive 89/686, EEC on pay. If any of these entries are missing, the mask will be considered non-compliant. N149 tests the ability of masks to protect the wearers against inhaling liquid and dry aerosols. It makes no statement about, and does not specifically test the suitability of such masks for infection control against airborne transmission of pathogens through respiratory droplets. Nevertheless, FFP2 and FFP3 masks are commonly used for this purpose in medical practice. Several regions use standards based on nearly identical tests and thresholds as those in N149. but with different markings. Other regions use similar tests that resemble more closely the 42 CFR 84 requirements in the United States.